Welcome back to the pregame. Time now for our Hodge Construction player profile. Tonight it is John Krall, senior center here on this West Branch team, and unfortunately shaken up a little bit. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But, John, first off, last Friday night, I know that it wasn't as fun for you to see things going on, but felt like a track meet out there. Talk a little bit about coming away with a win in a contest, kind of like what Friday night was.
I don't know. We just seemed to take off. Like second half, I was out at this time, but we just took off. Like both teams, they scored like two. We scored probably 5 touchdowns or something. Like it just took off after the second half. I don't know what it was really because I wasn't out there, but it seemed to be a lot faster paced the second half than it was the first half, at least from my point of view. It was.
If you're out there and you're seeing the other team have some success offensively, do you maybe feel a little more pressure to try to keep that score going, or do you just kind of say, hey guys, we got to go after it again?
I just kind of try to keep doing what we're doing because, we can score pretty much any drive unless we shoot ourselves in the foot. I think we can, it doesn't really matter what the score is. We can usually pound together a drive fairly easily. So.
Well, you're the leader of that offensive line at that center position. A lot of times people overlook that. Talk a little bit. Obviously you're out for a few weeks, but talk about kind of how things have gone and how this offensive line has started to come together here through these first 4 weeks.
Well, we still got a whole bunch of other guys that really know what they're doing. Like Cole and Barnhart, they're more than capable of stepping up and leading everybody. I guess the center exchange between me and Nick Madsen, it's been pretty good because he did it my sophomore year when I was out with the back thing, and he's been working all year pretty much on it anyways, so he's definitely ready to go. He's definitely ready to go.
Well, maybe take us through that a little bit. Being able to not only snap the ball when he's up under center, but doing that shotgun, and in addition to everything else. Take us through that shotgun snap. What types of things are you looking for, and what do you do to make sure that you deliver that back to Brandon on the money?
Well, really, it's all about repetition. Like for me, it's almost second nature now, just because I've done it so many times. A lot of the time, sometimes Nick has trouble just because you have to think through so mmany other things, and then sometimes the snap's just kind of an afterthought, and you just never really think about it. And when you think about it, then you mess up. So really, he's gotten a lot better at it. He's just it's become second nature to him, and he's just got to think through what he's got to do, what the guys next to him are doing, and the guys next to him are doing a really good job helping him out. So he's definitely improved a lot.
Well, and one thing I like to focus on too is just the amount of communication that goes on amongst you five up front. How has that gone, especially with a couple of underclassmen in there trying to feel their way in and get comfortable with the offensive formations?
It's definitely gotten better as the year has progressed. At the beginning of the year, we did have some trouble with communication between us just because we all weren't sure exactly what we're doing, but now everything's clicking. We are getting better at reading what the defense is doing and just communicating amongst ourselves. We're getting a lot better at it. I think we're pretty good at it right now.
Well, unfortunately, like we said, you got dinged up on Friday night and going to be out for a few weeks. Now that you're here on the sideline, just wearing street clothes, how does that change how you approach helping this team succeed here over these next few weeks?
Obviously I'm not out there on the field with them, but I still need to be a leader. I try to help Madsen out as much as I can. I've gave him some tricks and tips just to help him out on doing the center. And all those guys are very capable of doing their job, and they just have to give Madsen a little extra help these first week or two while I'm out. So.
Well, and taking on Bellevue tonight, what types of things is the team going to be expecting here against this Bellevue squad?
They're definitely probably one of the hardest, or if not the hardest, in our district. So, we got a lot of work to do this week. As you can see, they're running behind us. So, I'm just sitting here talking, but they're definitely ready to put in the work this week, and I think we can come out with a victory. So.
We'd like to focus on other things that you do besides just football here, and obviously, Rocky Mountain Oyster Feed on the shirt, involved with FFA. Talk a little bit about that. Your involvement with FFA, or do you just like Rocky Mountain Oysters?
I guess I'm the chapter president for the FFA, the Rocky Mountain Oyster Feed. It's a thing we do sometime in, I think it's January for a basketball game. We go out to the greenhouse and fry up some turkey testicles and serve them to people. It's a good time.
Talk a little bit about some of the other things that you do with FFA. And a lot of times people associate it with farmers and being out in the country, but really it's open for anybody.
Yeah, it's all sorts of things. I've gone to leadership conferences. Honestly, half the things I do don't even have to do with ag. I've done welding CDEs and stuff like that, but I've also taken public speaking things and all sorts of other things that can relate to my future besides just agriculture. So,
any other activities, sports, hobbies, interests that you like to do, things to pass the time besides keeping Tysinger and Barnhart in check?
I don't know. I guess I play baseball and track a little bit. I don't know. I play the banjo. Not very good at it, but I play it. So.
Have you ever done dueling banjos?
No, I'm not good enough to do that. Me and Kale were thinking about it because he's got a guitar, I got a banjo. We were thinking about it, but
I'm sensing. I mean, we had, I think it was checkers tournament last week with Linock, banjos. I mean, I'm seeing some postseason fun that we could have there, so we're looking forward to it. John, as a senior, before you know it, things are going to be done, and you're going to be heading out of here finally. Any idea what the future holds? What are you going to do after you get done with your time here at West Branch?
I don't know. I guess right now I'm probably leaning towards maybe going out to Iowa State, getting a 4-year degree, maybe something agricultural. Not 100% sure. I mean, I've been a Hawkeye all my life, but I just because of the programs out there, and it's a really nice campus, so I don't know. I might do that.
Academically, they're okay. We'll let it slide this time. So, well, John, heal up, get better, get back here for this last stretch of the season, and thanks very much for joining us here tonight. That is John Krall, tonight's Hodge Construction Player Profile. Back with more of the pregame. This is the Bearcast at westbranchfootball.com.